What's up, guys? Boruto Reviews. Today we're going to take a look at episode 83 of Boruto. And in this episode, things are really heating up in the Stone Village. But before we go any further, let's take a look at what happened in the previous episodes. Now, we saw that in episode 81, Boruto, after he was knocked out by Mitsuki's snake lightning attack, he was almost like in a dream world. And in his dream world, it was almost as if he remembered the good old days with his friend Mitsuki, and even Garaga was even in the dream world too, sort of harassing him in a very lighthearted and funny way. So after Boruto wakes up, he almost has like a renewed determination to save Mitsuki. It was up in the air if he was going to continue or not, but his mind was made up, and he was firm in his conviction to continue the mission. And throughout this time, they were escaping the Akuta, which is those created beings that we learned were made of clay, infused with a little bit of chakra and some other jutsu. They befriended a smaller version of this, almost like a friendlier one, and he became really keen to Inojin. So Inojin sort of adopted him. Very cute. But they left Inojin behind, and the rest of the ninja, Boruto, Shikadai, Sarada, and Chocho, they continued the mission to the hidden stone village. So they infiltrated it, and they saw that things were pretty peaceful in the village. To their surprise, it wasn't what they expected with all the craziness going on, and all the Konoha ninja being killed by these Akuta and other created beings. They were surprised to see a peaceful life and peaceful times in the Stone Village. So they continue to search the Stone Village, and they're searching for the third Tsuchikage Onoki. And eventually they find him, and to their dismay, they learn that Onoki is actually the mastermind behind this whole plan of the created beings and almost kidnapping Mitsuki. We learned that Mitsuki actually left the village on his own free will. So we know that now, but it's unfortunate because Onoki is really the mastermind behind this whole situation, and there's a good reason, but his plan is extremely unpopular because it got a lot of people in trouble and killed, and I'm sure that he's going to get into a little bit of trouble for even initiating this. But moving on, we learned that the created beings were created by Onoki and his administration because 5 years ago there was an attack by rogue ninja on the Stone Village, and these rogue ninja killed many young shinobi. And Onoki, he said that the young shinobi in the Stone Village, they aren't extremely powerful. So this took a huge toll on the village, and he did not want this to happen again. The fourth Tsuchikage, Kurotsuchi, she was against it, but Onoki, he went through with the plan anyway. We see that he created all these beings to fight just in case an incident happened like this again, so that the young ninja in their village would not die, and they would be able to live long lives like Onoki himself. So some of the created beings, we see that the Akuta are almost like the clay animal like type creatures, and they have no will, so they basically just follow orders. We know that the mask is their weak spot. So the other beings, they have a will, like Kokyo, Sekie, and Lord Ku is also a created being. But Lord Ku's a little different. He looks more human I don't really know if they just spent more time on him or something, but it's very interesting. One thing that really excited me was that Lord Ku has particle style, and there's not many ninja in the whole ninja world with particle style. It's only the second Tsuchikage, Lord Mu, the third Tsuchikage, Lord Onoki, and now we see that Lord Ku, this created being, has the particle style. So that's very exciting. I'm a huge fan of Lord Ku right now, and I hope to see more of him in the future. I have a hunch though that Lord Ku may have been created to look like Onoki's grandson, or they used some sort of cells or something from Onoki's grandson, because Kurotsuchi seemed to have recognized him when Kurotsuchi fought Lord Ku. She seemed to have recognized him a little bit. That was back in episode 80. So, fast forward through the episode, we see Shikadai was captured by the Akuta, and he was put in the cell right next to Kurotsuchi. And Kurotsuchi, she seemed to make a plan to escape and save the village, but we can only hope and see that things will turn out well for them. I'm a huge fan of Shikadai. He's just like his father Shikamaru, super smart, and I'm excited to see his development too. But last but not least, we can't forget about Kanahamaru. He's on his way, and there's a lot of trouble brewing in the Stone Village. A lot of craziness is going on. There's Akuta running around everywhere, and hopefully this situation can come to a conclusion where every side is helped. We see that Lord Onuki, he's kind of starting to regret putting this plan into motion, because his created beings are kind of doing what they want to do, and they're just, things are kind of out of whack. But Onuki, he has Akatsuchi, the big guy with the stone golem jutsu, and they were going at it. It was Boruto, all the Genin Leaf Ninja, and they were going at it until eventually that whole scene scattered. So we can only hope the best for them, and we'll see how this will come to a conclusion very soon, I'm sure. Mitsuki is also being examined, and we learned that Mitsuki, oddly enough, has a curse mark on him. So we'll learn more about that, I'm sure. We know that Mitsuki is a huge part of Onuki's plan for these created beings. I don't know what he wants to use Mitsuki for, but we will have to wait and see. Right, with all the craziness happening at the Stone Village, we can only hope that they'll have a happy ending and that everyone will come out okay. But we'll just have to wait and see. Alrighty guys, until next time, thanks for listening. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my page. See you later.